Peter Capaldi. Great choice in my personal opinion.
Definitely a good choice.
Oh,
All-rounded actor.
55 years old, born in Glasgow. Matter of fact, Academy Award winner. And I'm just shocked, they got somebody with such credentials,
and what did he, stat of interest, you said he was an Academy Award winner. What did he win the Academy Award for?
You're going to make me look it up again, aren't you?
Sorry.
I mean, look it up in the back of his mind. He never uses the internet. Isn't that true, Freedom?
No.
No, he's Omega. He's Omega.
Do you know what's really strange? I think they're trying to make us not think about John Hurt.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Okay, so can someone here divulge me? Is John Hurt a regeneration of the Doctor? Yeah, he counts. Does he count?
Well, not in my mind, but Stephen Moffat spoiled the show.
Technically speaking, he should count, though. If you have to force it down your throat, think about it.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless of whether Stephen Moffat has spoiled the show for me, but.
Okay, 1995 Academy Award winner for live action short film.
Right, okay. And it doesn't elaborate on what short film it was then.
Not that I can see. That's what's weird. I thought for sure they had a little more on that. Let's.
Okay.
Sorry, are we recording now?
We've been recording.
We've been recording.
Oh God.
Anyway. So Post Office Boy, elaborate on the John Hurt thing. Honestly, I think it's a big mistake with what.
I'm hoping that they explain the 50th that maybe it's a fog watch thing. Maybe he genuinely isn't a part of the Doctor, but he has his memories or something like that. They could win with that, couldn't they? But it wasn't his history of his timeline. So if you really think technically, he should be a regeneration of him. If he is a regeneration of him, unless he has a better way of explaining it, that means technically, if I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but our Doctor there is one of the last. He's got to explain that.
Okay.
Well,
We need an explanation.
Yeah, well, technically on the special, didn't he say now that they can regenerate as many times as he wants now? Well, he alluded to it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well,
they need to explain this better, don't they? Come on.
Sorry, Freedom. What was you going to say there?
Okay, Academy Award for live action short film for his film Franz Kafka's It's a Wonderful Life, which he directed.
Oh,
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, I've heard of that film.
See, he was also in Lair of the White Worm, Dangerous Liaisons.
all right. Sorry, Jake.
No, I was going to talk to you about the John Hurt thing, regeneration. Yeah, the Doctor in Death to the Doctor, Sarah Jane Adventures episode, he said he could regenerate 507 times to Clive. 507. Yeah, but
I thought that was rubbish. The Doctor.
Yeah, I thought that was bollocks as well. Yeah.
So, technically speaking, Jack, sorry, kiddies, he didn't mean that. He meant the album by the Sex Pistols. What was I going to say? So, technically speaking, the next regeneration of the 13th Doctor, could it be a woman?
No.
Well, that would be frightening, wouldn't it?
No. But you know what annoyed me about that Doctor Who live show? Moffat said, "We've already established that Time Lords can regenerate." Yeah, you said one Time Lord can regenerate, and that was a very rare instance. It's like, don't give me that rubbish, you know? It's like, look at the classic series, look at all those stories, you know? Look at the Invasion of Time. You had Leela with that Time Lord woman. You had Romana.
Rodan.
Yeah. Rodan, yeah.
You had Romana, and they didn't even call her a Time Lord. They called her a Time Lady. So obviously,
that's what she's female.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Rodan
Time.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Dr. Frieden, I've got to explain it to young Doctor Who kid here. What it is, you know, like peers in British society, they're lords and ladies. That's how the term
Alright.
Time Lord originated from. You know,
Yeah,
lord and
I know,
ladies. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Want me to really
Yeah,
scare
but-
you?
But what was it? But you look at the classic series, you look at Romana and everybody and all the Time Lords have been in it. There's males and there's females, and you know, you just can't say that they can regenerate into women and stuff like that. It's just rubbish, to be honest. Rubbish.
I think it can happen, but you know, I don't mind as long as I mean, I wouldn't with my first choice, but if it happened, you know what?
I mean, to be honest
I'm not
with you,
going to turn off. I'm not going to turn off.
but to be
No.
honest with you, it's the only reason I brought it up, because technically, regardless of the classic series, that this Peter, what's his name again? Sorry,
Capaldi.
the Capaldi Doctor is technically the last Doctor. Now, could it be hinted it could be the last male Doctor or not? Dr. Frieden, what do you think?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I you know, it's always an open subject. Plus, you know, we're not sure what the fan reaction would be. Like, I've been on Twitter all day, and there's been some various reaction because a lot of the younger fans are already saying, well, he's not cute enough to be the Doctor. And I'm like, since when was that a requirement?
Oh yeah, by the way, Mo, it's Capaldi. It's
Yeah.
Capaldi. Yeah, he said that in his video.
Yeah, Capaldi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Capaldi.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
Capaldi.
sorry, Jack. I'm so sorry, Jack, that I offended you there.
Yeah,
Very
well,
Well, you know, I mean, no,
yeah,
it wasn't
the album by the Sex Pistols.
Oh, you want me? Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, you're gonna love this. As an art student, Capaldi was the lead singer in a punk rock band called the Dream Boys, whose drummer was the future comedian Craig Ferguson.
Oh God, really?
Yes.
It's amazing how it was linked there as well. So,
Oh, you like the Oh, sorry, let me say, Doctor Who, man.
yeah.
I was talking very out of terms there. But
Yeah,
do you like the fact that this Doctor is going to be like the originals? Hopefully, especially the way.
Hopefully, no, and also because, correct me if I'm wrong, because the first three Doctors, when they were cast, they were well-known established actors before. You know, William Hartnell was well-known from his other films like Brighton Rock,
The Army
you know,
Game.
The Army Game, and loads of other films like that. You know, he's acted with Peter Sellers, David Niven, and stuff like that. Same with Patrick Troughton, very established actor, and John Pertwee, the Navy Lark, and such and such. The only one that wasn't really that known before, it was Tom Baker. I mean, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, he only done about 2 or 3 films before. And the last one was dear old Peter Davidson, which was, he was a famous in All Creatures Great and Small. That's how I remembered him. Because I remember when I first heard it back in 1980 or 81 it was, I was going to say, are they really going to cast Tristan as the Doctor? You know, that was his character in Doctor Who. So, you know, in the Creatures Great and Small series.
Yeah, he was, what do you call it? Tristan Campbell in 2 episodes of the sitcom Vicar of Dibley.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And he was, anyway, I mean, as far as I know, he was the last established actor to be cast as Doctor Who, because, and Christopher Eccleston as well. Yeah, we totally forgot about Christopher Eccleston. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, but definitely Peter.
Yeah, but this guy, the thing is, I don't think we've got anything to worry about him. Everybody's going to want, you know, because we didn't really know what David Tennant was like. We certainly didn't know what Matt Smith was like when he was cast. You know, everybody was getting apprehensive.
What?
So.
Paul McGann was in With Neil and I, so he was quite known.
Oh no, he was known, but Paul McGann, to sell it to America as well, I believe it needed an actor with a big enough name to try and kick it off to America. But unfortunately, never got picked up.
And
You know, another actor is known, Sylvester McCoy, for the wrong reasons. DoctorWhoMan knows why.
Yeah, well, Tiz was and Eureka, yeah, right, wasn't it?
No, but you know, Peter.
Before that, he was a bouncer for the Rolling Stones.
But you know Peter Capaldi, right? When I heard Brian mention Dr. Freedom mention his name, I was like, I was saying to myself, you know, are they really gonna cast that guy from the thick of it? You know, he swears all the time, says F every 5 seconds.
Yeah, but he's got a good background. That's why I'm not worried about it, to be honest with you. But unfortunately, the only thing I'm worried about is, to be honest with you, Stephen Moffat staying as producer.
Exactly. That's what I said before. I said to him, if he's staying on with him writing this Doctor, and this Doctor is literally a godsend to people like me and all these guys here. You know, he's like the originals. He just looks like the Doctor already, doesn't he? He really makes you feel like classic. He's a classic Doctor. You can look at him and think that's a classic Doctor. And Stephen Moffat's going to write for him.
Yeah, Freedom Man, what do you think, man?
Well, someone brought up an interesting point earlier today on Twitter when I was talking about, well, let's just say that the Doctor and Clara's relationship is definitely going to get more platonic, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, plus another interesting coincidence. Peter Capaldi, age 55, William Hartnell, age 55, when he landed the role.
Ah.
So he's older than John Pertwee.
So, and Pertwee was 50.
Yeah.
When he got the role.
He looked older. Pertwee always looked older.
And Patrick Troughton was 46, I believe.
Yep. So it's nice to go back to an older actor again. You know, bring a little more mature aspect to it.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, on that mature aspect, I don't want any of this flipping kissing anymore. You know, I'm like, I don't want River Song, you know, kissing the Doctor. You know, even though they're the same age now, you know, I don't want any of that kissing. You know what I mean? You know, I just want a clean slate with River Song. I want a new producer to come in and say, well, you know, she was just a figment of the Doctor's imagination or something like that.
Yes.
And yeah, you know, just get rid of the whole kissing thing because it's ridiculous now. This guy's 55 years old. I mean, could you imagine William Hartnell, you know, getting kissed at 55 years old?
He's like,
yeah.
Ian, I saved Barbara. Come here.
I mean, the only thing I remember, this apart from Paul McGann kissing in the TV movie,
Daphne
was
Ashford.
Peter wasn't Patrick Troughton? Didn't he kiss Zoe on the head at the end of the War Games? That's the only one I remember.
It's like it's a grandchild type of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
But
he did.
Sorry, I was just going to mention, it is funny how that's all changed because, you know, if you ever listen to Peter Davison, when he talks about how he had 2 female companions and they made it explicit that he wasn't really supposed to put his arm around them or anything like that, and it wasn't until later he goes, after, you know, it's funny, I start off with these 2 companions, I'm told I can't really put my arm around them, I really can't get too close to them, but then later on, as the series progresses and they start putting them in lighter and lighter clothes, then I'm allowed to put my arm around them.
Makes
Oh
no
yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
You know, what was it? Matt Smith had his arm around Jenna-Louise Coleman and Hyde, and I'm like, you know, but what was it about the whole? William Hartnell, he sort of got in a relationship with that Aztec woman in the Aztecs because he gave her some cocoa, whatever it was, in the Aztecs. Remember that?
I'll never know.
Yes. But that's about it. But it was a different time then, I suppose, isn't it, really?
Wait, didn't Nyssa kiss the 5th Doctor?
Only on the cheek when she departed.
Yeah, like he kissed Zoe on the head, yeah.
But Dr. Freedom, as an American point of view, what do you think of getting cast as an older Doctor again?
I think it was about time because we've gone through all these younger actors, and we started off with Chris Eccleston, incredibly experienced actor. Then we went to a younger doctor. Then we went to an even younger doctor, and I think this kind of switch will definitely throw something different into the mix, take us in a whole new direction. Coming into the next season.
I'm just really worried. The only thing I'm worried about is Stephen Moffat with him. Please don't mess it up. You've got a fantastic actor there.
I know this will annoy some of the American fans, but when my mum and dad and everybody was watching this, she said Americans just don't understand this. This is so British, if you know what I mean. Don't understand the Britishness of it or something.
Well, is it anymore? Is it anymore?
Also,
I don't think it is. I don't think it is anymore.
Well, there is one factor, given what James just said, that we got to put into this mix. We're not talking about an unknown. We're not talking about an actor who's come out of nowhere with little or no credentials. We're talking about Peter Capaldi here. This guy is an Academy Award winner. He's got incredible experience. He's got the clout. He's got the credibility. He's got the credentials. I guarantee you he's going to have some more say in what goes on than the previous actors did.
Yeah, I think Peter Capaldi, I think, he's going to try and bring more of a serious role. I really wish he'd bring back some of the elements of, like, William Hartnell, like maybe if he's a bit crotchety, if you know what I mean. Not like Colin Baker, but, we could have...
I understand, yeah.
Yeah, a bit crotchety, he could act a little bit like John Pertwee, like, to get a little bit serious.
We saw him in Children of Earth.
Can I just ask again, Dr. Freedom? Do you mean a little bit more, say, surely not as influential as, say, Christopher Eccleston as regards us keeping his accent? Surely not that again.
I think he's definitely going to have more to say as far as, script goes, storylines and what like that, because this is not just some unknown guy. This is a guy who's got, who could easily have landed any other job he wanted.
I know, but you think they are allowed to? Do you think he is allowed to tamper with the scripts? Because I remember Barry Letts talking about when they were trying to cast a fourth Doctor. This guy said he'll do it, but he wanted to write some of the scripts.
Yeah,
and Barry said it doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that.
Oh, but Tom Baker had so much.
That was Michael Benteen.
Yeah.
Apparently, nobody in this forum is,
But also look at how much say that Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred had back in series 25 and 26 of the original series.
Yeah, but we all know why.
No.
Because they didn't have any decent scriptwriters, right?
No.
True.
Tom Baker said that he didn't read any of the lines, and he added some lines in and stuff. Like, he added some bits to the script, like, but would you like a jelly baby to the script or something like that?
Yeah, of course. But that's different. Yeah. But that's different. What I meant was, when I alluded to that, to Dr. Freedom, was like, as powerful as Christopher Eccleston was, he was allowed to keep his accent, which was amazing. Do you think? Do you think that Peter Capaldi would be allowed to keep his Scottish accent?
I believe so. Come on, this guy literally, in figurative terms, he's taking a pay cut just stepping into this role. He could land any other television role he wanted. He's been in movies. He's like I said, he's an Academy Award winner for directing his own stuff. Like I said, I don't see why he wouldn't be allowed to if he wanted to.
The only reason he's going into this role because he wants this role. He wants to be the Doctor. And why does he want to be the Doctor? Because he wants to be the Doctor, so he's going to have influence because there is no reason for him to do the role for money. It's not for money for him. Definitely not.
Yeah. I was gonna say that I don't think he'd leave Doctor Who if he wasn't allowed to keep his accent. I think he'd still do it anyway, because I think he said it was either him or Matt Smith who said there's like no other job in the world, but he's been a fan since he was a kid. He wrote in 1973 to
the Radio Times,
yeah. We saw that on the show. But anyway, what did people think of the show, just quickly? Like, what did you think of the show? Dr. Freedom.
The show itself, oh God, I hate to say this, but why did they drag all these fanboys onto the stage? You know, why do they have all these people who aren't even involved with the show? Like, sure, Stephen Hawking, I can see that, yeah, because he's a very prominent world figure. But why drag all these fanboys on? It's like, I would have rather seen some past companions or some more past doctors.
But
Exactly.
you did that.
You knew nothing about the show. You was clearly
on the document, on the documentary section, you did get Tegan, and by the way, it was nice to see Janet Fielding looking a lot healthier. By the way,
Yeah, she is looking a lot better these days. That was really great to see. You know, really great to see. Also, we got to see Annika Wills.
Annika Wills.
Oh yeah.
But still, it's like, where was Tom Baker? Where, you know, I know Sylvester McCoy is overseas right now. Matter of fact, he's at the it's the Space Center Comic-Con or something like that, because they were just doing pictures there the other day, because they were at mission control for the International Space Station. So I know that he's over here.
And don't forget, you got to see Colin Baker as well, so it wasn't too bad. But
I don't understand why they didn't show Tom Baker. It was really weird.
Yeah, where's Tom at?
They could have got an interview out of him somewhere, even if they showed an older one.
Oh, he's probably too busy.
True.
They could have showed an older interview. They could have at least shown him a bit.
Yeah, but an older interview, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. Not with this, you know, everybody's hyped up.
I just think it's disgusting that they had like so many idiots on there. I mean, Bernard Cribbins, a great person to put on there. Didn't even mention the Dalek film he did.
No,
didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
But sorry, Doctor WhoKid. The reason why I think it is that I thought it was good to have a fresh take on other, you know, minor celebrities liking the series. You know,
I know,
Lisa. It's nice Lisa Tarbuck mentioning she remembers the Yetis and stuff. Even though she did say her favourite Doctor was John Pertwee and not Patrick Troughton. No.
Yeah.
You know, and it was nice to see that that young boy from what was he in? Oh, what was that kid that was with them?
That little
What was he in? I can't remember the show. Anyway, it's nice to see him saying that he remembers John Pertwee and stuff like that, and
Plus,
not John Pertwee, the Christopher Eccleston. He remembers the things like that. No, I thought it was quite good.
No, honestly, the thing that brought it down for me was the presenter. Oh my, the presenter.
Irritating, yeah.
What's wrong with Zoe Ball? What's wrong with Zoe?
No, but she was like, the 12th Doctor is in the building right now. It's like he was Elvis Presley or something.
I knew he was going to bring that up.
Thank you very much. Elvis has left the building.
Thank you much.
Now listen here, Dad Ross.
Thank you much.
Even though, but the show, right? Doctor Who Live, right? When I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be like in this park full of like thousands of people, but it's just in a studio, you know. The thing that brought it down was me is she just kept saying, you know, every time these guys said something, she said, "That was beautiful. That was beautiful." You know, you're just like, give me a break, you know. And I know you like the little kid, Mo, but honestly, he just annoyed me. It's like, who's your favourite Doctor? Pat Troughton. Who's your favourite? John Pertwee. Who's your favourite? David Tennant, because he brought this darkness and mixed it in with the comedy. It was just great.
Yeah, but what I meant was, it's nice to have a broad spectrum of fandom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but
young fandom and all that. It doesn't have to be all like the classic series.
Now, what amazed me though was I love the way that Peter Davison said his favorite Doctor was Pat Troughton. That really wowed me there.
Yeah.
He always said that though.
He always said that.
Yeah, but no, it was a nice little touch for the new fans to see.
By the way, a post office boy, that's a great picture of Peter Capaldi there.
I can't see it.
But what was I going to say? No, it's nice to have a good, you know, broad spectrum of the fandom. You know,
that was nice.
That
but
was, you know, I mean, I didn't mind seeing the new Whovians. It wasn't about.
No, I didn't mind that. It's just all the Tennant fanboys. That's just what got me a little bit.
No, what's wrong with that? No, because he is the iconic Doctor for the new generation.
Yeah, he is.
You've got to let you know. You've got to understand that, Jack. Do you understand what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, Matt Smith's iconic for the generation at the moment, so.
Yeah, well, I don't think
Matt Smith's great.
I do. I honestly think he's great. He just got let down. I reckon he got up. What is it? Let down by Paul Scripps, and that's not his fault. He was just.
No, I'm not saying David Tennant. I liked his stories. I just get annoyed, you know, that everybody says he's the best Doctor.
Buddy. I explain it very simplistically. Some people haven't actually watched. You've got new Whovians. They like David Tennant. Can't put them down for that. At least the Whovians.
Yeah, no, but you have some classic Whovians now that their favourite is David Tennant.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, he
he's
was
not my favourite, but he's very good.
Like I say, yeah, he was good. You can't complain. He did put in some really good performances.
Yeah, he has some, you know, some scripts we don't like to talk about.
I'm not complaining about David Tennant. I'm just complaining that, you know, that classic fans now consider David Tennant the best, and that's sort of annoying me a little bit. But you know,
that's their opinion. We can't you know, rant on them because that's their opinion.
What I'm telling you is that as a show, it was very good. I thought it was very good.
No.
You know what I will say, guys? This is the best way to describe the show. Could have been better. No one can argue with that. But everything could be better. But I think everyone will agree here. You may have noticed. You could tell it was a bit rushed. You know, they got some actors in there. Yeah. Maybe that's why they didn't have Tom Baker in there. It was rushed. They kind of did it last minute, and that might be because of the backlash with the Comic-Con thing across the pond.
Yeah, but I think the live thing might have been rushed because it was live, but I think they could have recorded him doing, you know, like the Janet Fielding.
Yeah, because from what I heard, the tickets weren't passed out till earlier, like this week.
Yeah, but no, you know the documentary bit with Janet Fielding and you know, with Polly and that being interviewed. That could be different, but you know.
Still, it was it wasn't a bad special, but like I said, it was a bit stale to me. I don't know.
You know, there's 3 things they should have done in that special, which they could have easily done. Some type of 50th trailer. No excuses there. Absolute no excuses. Number 2.
Regards that, yeah, they could have done that. I mean, they could
take off that silly comedian who knew absolutely nothing and tried to pretend he knew stuff about Doctor. We know you didn't know anything, you idiot. He was an idiot. I could have been there. I could have been
Rufus
there.
Hind.
He wasn't even funny. You know, it's a really shame because I actually like him as a comedian, and he genuinely let me down there because I like, you know, comedians. They make me laugh and stuff. And the point of him being there, I know why the BBC put him there. They wanted to have, you know, give the audience a laugh. He was rubbish. Utterly rubbish. Number 3. Really importantly, they should have had some of the other Doctors there. I can understand Sylvester McCoy, but Tom Baker, no excuses. Get him in there.
Well, you don't know, guys. I hate to say it, he is 79. He might not have been well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but they could have at least mentioned him a bit more. You know.
Yeah,
Number 1. That is no reason why that shouldn't have been there.
No, honestly, the Doctor Who live thing, you know, I just think it'd be better if, like, you know, they just announced who the new Doctor was on, like, BBC Breakfast or something like they used to do back in, you know, the old days and stuff like that, you know. I thought bits of it were just cheesy, the way the presenter was saying, you know, that's beautiful and that's great.
Rushed, you could tell it's rushed. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it was rushed, but I thought it was very good. I thought it was a lot better than you know.
I enjoyed the clips and stuff they had at the start, and I enjoyed the way they were talking about the past Doctors and the new Doctors as well. The only thing that annoyed me.
What more do you want? What more do you want, son?
I would have just preferred if they just announced the 12th Doctor, maybe shown a trailer and just talked about his career, really. Instead of, you know...
Oh, yeah, then everybody else would have gone, oh, I wanted it a bit more to go in depth than that. I mean, you can't have both things, you know. I know exactly what they're going at. But, as saying, the Post Office boy was right. They should have had the 50th trailer And at least they should have had the Adventures.
The one they had at Comic-Con, at least.
Yeah.
At absolute least.
Yeah.
Disgusting. It's a shame to the BBC.
I
It should
know.
be ashamed
You see,
of
that's
themselves.
the thing that I've had people bringing up. Why don't they just show the frickin' trailer now? They still got their exclusive. You know,
No,
Like, it probably won't even be,
Oh.
it probably will just be a few scenes, but we'll probably know what's going to happen. But at least show
Honestly-
it us.
honestly though, I know a lot of you guys are annoyed and stuff about the 50th anniversary trailer and all that, but I think this has been honestly, like, for myself at least, I think this has been a fantastic year for Doctor Who, because you've had all these conventions, all these box sets getting released. You had that Dalek made out of hay, and over in England you had the crop circles. You had
Big
you have
deal.
Do I
Big
get that
deal.
Dalek made out of hay? No.
Big
Not
deal.
interested then.
Oh,
I
no. Let me
This-
tell you what, in a nutshell, what the British citizens got for the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. We got a maze out in the field, we got some stamps, and we got some music at the proms. That's about
Big
it.
deal.
Okay,
Right,
Jack, you've got to
right.
consider the things for the 50th anniversary which we get for free. Most of these things we're excited you just mentioned there. We have to pay money for. I'm not paying money
Exactly.
for it.
I mean-
It's a license fee.
The proms, yeah? The proms. A Dalek made out of hay, the crop circles. What a load of rubbish. I want a whole
Burn that down in
season.
front of them.
I want a whole season, Jack. You can't say that. And yet you criticise a Doctor Who special, you know, a live special, which they did the best they can. You know what I mean? They did the best they can. I
Well,
mean,
I know, but you're complaining about the 50th, right? And you're complaining that it's 90 minutes. It's not like individual episodes. Look at the 20th anniversary. Look at the 5 Doctors. That was 90 minutes. What's
Okay,
so bad
I'll
about?
put it in a nutshell. For this is the 50th anniversary year, yeah? We should
I
be
know it's the
celebrating
50th. I know it's the 50th. I know
Jack,
it's the 50th
calm down,
anniversary
calm
year.
down, Jack.
Jack speaking.
You need to calm
50th
down. You're,
anniversary.
Calm down,
Hold
Jack.
it.
Otherwise, I'm going to ring off.
Let James talk first, all right? And we'll get your opinion. Go ahead, James.
50th anniversary year. The 50th anniversary year, I was very excited about it last year, yeah, because the BBC, everyone's been pumping about it, yeah? We've all been excited. And what have we got? We've got nothing. It's been boring. This year it's actually been worse than, not last year, because last year we didn't really get anything. The year before, Series 6 year. This year has been tedious. We've had basically nothing. We've had the BBC hiding behind this big special. Oh, it's so good. It's going to be a free day. 3D? 3D? Oh, yeah, but I have to pay for that, don't I? Oh, yeah, brilliant. I'm going to have to pay to watch a show in 3D, which I've already paid for. So you're making me pay twice. That's like
Yes.
me saying, hey, I'm going to buy a chocolate bar, but instead of actually giving me the chocolate bar, you just poo in my face. That's what you do. Poo in my face.
Here. Yeah, well done.
And put our
Okay.
faces down the toilet.
Okay, Jack.
look, honestly, I'm not. Well, look, right. Maybe you think it's been tedious and all, but the thing is, you've just been thinking about Doctor Who all this year. You have to think of other things as well. I can understand why you get annoyed saying, we've been getting nothing and all that, but honestly, just because it's the 50th anniversary doesn't mean it's the be-all and end-all of everything. Because, to be honest, Doctor Who is not the main thing that people concern their lives about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can understand that it's the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, and I was kind of disappointed as well. But you see, the thing is, you can't dedicate the whole year just to Doctor Who because the BBC, they can't just do all that because they've got other programs to promote as well.
Yeah,
Ooh.
just not one year.
Ooh.
Let's just have one day instead.
Not everybody watches Doctor Who, and the thing is, there's a lot of more choice on TV now. So not everybody's going to be watching Doctor Who, and it's not just the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. It's also the 50th anniversary of the Pink Panther films, and nobody's talked about
Jack,
that.
Oh,
Nobody's
no,
really
hold
said anything
on.
about that.
Hang on a minute, Jack. Hang on a minute. We are talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah, we're talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah,
You don't
no,
want to
no.
watch it. You seem to be actually being
No.
strange.
Now, guys, let me say this.
Sorry, Freedom. Say that again. What you going to say?
Let me say this. Nobody watches Doctor Who. Then why is it I could probably show any 3-year-old in Great Britain a Dalek and they know exactly what the hell it is?
I didn't say they didn't.
Oh God.
No, no, let's carry on with that. Don't worry about it.
Okay, my main point is they're showing classic episodes on BBC America every month with the Doctors Revisited, where you get a 25-minute documentary and a classic series episode. They're showing classic episodes in Australia and New Zealand all throughout this year, with each month dedicated to each different doctor. Yet, how much classic series have you seen in the United Kingdom itself this year?
Unless you pay money for it, none. It's ridiculous.
All right, sorry, he's back.
That's why I was trying to explain to him. I don't know
None,
what it is, Jack.
none.
It's
None.
the 50th anniversary. It's the 50th anniversary. It's not the. Let's just sit around here talking about Doctor Who anniversary.
Exactly. We've had nothing.
The BBC are all they are parasites. That's what they are. They've always has been. No one's ever liked the BBC, but this year they've crossed the line. Doctor Who fans, they really better have a bloody good special, because if that special is even slightly off what we're expecting, if it doesn't have classic Who, it better have the classic Doctors, because if it doesn't have the classic Doctors, that's ridiculous. So many things they've messed up this year. I mean, really, they should have just done 4 or 5 specials, like, you know, the David Tennant departure series, like Freedom's been saying all this time. That's what they should have done. They should have done it, you know.
I just don't get where an entire season's budget went into one 90-minute special and one Christmas special. Because
You know what people say to me? Do you know what they say to me? Oh, but you've had Doctor Who this year. No, we've had last season's budget of Series 7. You can't consider that.
They took
the 50th anniversary.
I like
Exactly.
They took the last half of Series 7, which was all basically filmed, done, and in the can before January, and then extended it out, tried to make it almost look like it's a whole new series. Matter of fact, I got people contact me, go, wait a minute, wasn't that the beginning of a new season? I'm like, no, that's what's left over from last year.
And most of the stories bloody sucked anyway. Like, you had some good gems in there. Actually, well, we had 3 good stories in there. I'd say Cold War, A Crimson Horror, and Silver Nemesis, yeah? But some of the stories we had this year, oh my god, they were bad. Really bad. Journey to the Centre of the... and Rings of... Not gonna really say it. Yeah.
And I'm just hoping they don't seriously think that having a bunch of guys run around in the Doctor's costumes at the end of the name of the Doctor is what, we're all going to sit there and, stomach as being a tribute for the last 50 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What Stephen Moffat's done there, because he better not think that. That's only making us thirsty for more. You're getting the right step, Moffat. Now we want a full-blown special of it.
Exactly.
No reason not to.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even if you have them giving the Doctor a cup of tea in some of us different roles, just have them in.
Exactly. They've got to be
There's no
there.
reason not to.
But we all know the truth now, so about that. But what I was gonna say is it would have been so nice to have the 50th trailer at least a second of it would have
Even
been
the
great.
crap trailer from, even if it's bad, I don't care what it is, even that thing from Comic-Con we should have had already, even that would have cheered us up, but no, the BBC.
But here's another one. Why haven't they shown the Adventure in Space and Time trailer yet over there, considering this is a story of how the British series got started? Yet they haven't even shown that trailer over there yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, again.
And it's just
Ridiculous, isn't it?
amazing to me. I'm shocked you guys haven't stormed Rothlock yet with pitchforks and, the old-fashioned log battering rams. It's gotten that crazy.
It's getting towards the point where it's like unlawful. It's like I'd say it's against the law. Like, what are they doing? It's like it'd be like me paying for a guy. Hey, I'm paying for you to fix my electric in my house. Yeah, like there's something wrong with my electric. So then he just goes across the pond and fixes someone else's electricity. This is exactly what they're doing. We're paying them to do someone else's.
And
so
then,
ridiculous.
just to top it all off, they had insult to injury. They tried to pull that flim-flam with the Series 7 box set, where not only are they going to release it in America over a month before the UK, but then they were going to put Dr. Widow in the Wardrobe on that edition and not on the UK one originally. Remember that?
Oh my god, the DVD fans over here didn't like that.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people collect the DVDs, the original British ones. Nothing wrong against American DVDs. They're just different. They're a different type of DVD. That's what they are, you collect them. So some DVD collectors would be so angry with that.
I know, it's just amazing to me. It's just, oh my God, we're over halfway through the year, and it's like, what really have they done in the UK?
Nothing, pretty
I
much.
know. But this is what I want to ask both of you. Do you think that being an experienced actor, this is what I'm looking forward to, because we all know that unfortunately Moffat is back as producer for, is it the next 2 years, Brian?
As far as I know, he is signed fully for the end of this year and next year, and I keep hearing that possibly the year after that.
Okay,
So
all right.
definitely
So,
2 years.
so what I'm getting at is, do you think, as a big actor, because he's an experienced actor, that he's bound to get a lot of duff scripts from the writing team and, you know, people, you know, coming back to life and not dying and things like that. Do you think for that experience it will bring out, he'll carry the show a lot more?
I think so. I think he's going to, you know, unless the things improve radically in this season, as far as the script writing goes. I know there's a lot of people who loved all the shows from last year. Well, I couldn't stand more than half of them. And, you know, unless things improve radically in the writing thing, you know, this guy's going to carry this show. But also, like I said, I'm hopeful because since he's a well-known actor, he didn't have to take this role. He did it because he's a fan and he wanted the role. You know, this is a guy who, you know, basically you get a job anywhere, that he's going to have a little more say-so in what's going on the show.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the reason why we say that, guys, is there's a prime example. Matt Smith, no one knew him. And, you know, he wasn't really a well-established actor. He kind of did it, and he wasn't a big fan of Doctor Who. If you ask me in interviews, he never even really knew about it. So he just did it for the, you know, the money. He didn't really get a lot of money. But now he's quite established. He's, you know, doing films. This guy has come to this role for one purpose, to be the Doctor.
And now,
Exactly.
joining me in the
I'm
studio...
hoping to God they'll say no to stuffed scripts, and they'll be like, I'm not acting with that. You know, I want him to retaliate, because he can. He has the power.
And now, joining me in the studio with a fresh perspective, Lady Gallifrey. What do you think about Peter Capaldi, what you've seen of him?
I don't know. I just really gotta wait till he starts playing a doctor to find out.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen him in any other things, Lady Gallifrey?
Just a couple episodes, that was it.
Oh.
Not
You've,
much,
you've seen Children of Earth, Torchwood, obviously.
not much really to make a total decision on how good of an actor I think he'd be. I just gotta wait to find out.
Mm-hmm.
But believe me, he's an experienced actor. He's big, and the reason why I'm excited is even though he'll probably get a lot of weak scripts, and this is only my opinion, he will pull it off. He will pull it off. He will carry the show.
I'm just really excited. I really feel like he's going to bring the first Doctor back. You know, all the I'm really hoping he talks to his companions like, "Hello there, child," and you know, or maybe he might do John Pertwee's where he says "old chap" and stuff. Oh, I want all these old lines back. Oh, it'd be great.
I'm
Good
just
old
glad
classic
they
Doctor
have an
again.
older person playing a doctor instead of a young guy.
Yeah. And also,
I'm not saying he's old, but you know.
But an experienced actor. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't been this excited since Christopher Eccleston.
I know, I'm really excited too. I can't wait to see him get to work. I'd really love to see what
I wasn't really excited about David Tennant, to be perfectly honest. You know, when we, I was like, oh, okay. But then he did blow us away. He did a good job. Matt Smith, again, did a good job. The actor, Matt Smith is a young, talented actor.
Yeah, but you know, as you alluded to before, Dr. Freedom, that Matt Smith and David Tennant was either moulded. This is how you should play the actor. This is how you should play the Doctor, David, and this is how you should play the Doctor, Matt. You know what I mean? Guided by the producers at the time. I don't think James will be as easily led.
Oh, I mean Peter?
Sorry?
You mean Peter?
Oh, well, you know, I wouldn't be the Doctor.
Peter.
I had to decline the role, unfortunately, because I'm just too good for him.
Really? Oh, no! Oh, yeah, because you can't be doing...
Doctor, where's the TARDIS gone? Sorry, post office disconnected. What?
Yeah, I am really
God.
looking forward to see what direction he takes it. Is he going to take it on a darker path? Is he going to take it on a lighter
That's the
path?
thing.
Is he going to be
Another,
more
we
like?
can all discuss the Valyard as well, because is Peter Capaldi near the Valyard stage? Like, in theory, again, we're getting near towards that stage, aren't we? Towards the dark side of the Doctor.
Yeah,
I think
That's what really excites me, because he'll be dark. Is he going to be like the first one, darker? And we don't know what's going to happen the 50th anniversary, because that's another thing. Maybe something will happen which will just change the Doctor dramatically,
I think he will be darker.
which is what I
think-
want.
I think he might put a lot of people off being darker.
I just hope they write better scripts for him than they've written for the ones in the past.
Yeah, because we've had absolute amazing scripts like we've had Midnight. I love Midnight.
oh, I did too. Loved Midnight.
That's absolute good, and it was low budget. You didn't really get much, but that's what it proves. Back to good old Doctor Who, where you didn't really go all out on the special effects, but just good storytelling. That's what I like about Doctor Who. Stories like what was that really good story? I actually liked it from Peter Davison's era.
Oh, from the classics. I thought he was going to mention from the.
Yeah, I know. It's just classic deserves a mention as well. I mean, Patrick Troughton. He's got quite most of his stories are good. Space Pirates. Ugh. I listened to that on audio after you said it was rubbish. It is.
It is. But because Patrick Troughton was such a great actor, he managed to carry it off. You understand what I'm saying?
It's so
And
interesting.
this is with Peter. I think because of his experience, actor, and I think he will do that in the future.
Yeah.
I feel so confident. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is okay. He's experienced, but he's played great parts. He hasn't been in minor roles. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or like a one-off soap opera, which
we know what he can do. He can do emotional. He can do dark. He can do funny.
Yeah.
But to be honest, guys, I will miss Matt Smith. He won me over. I don't know how, because the first episode he had was great, and you be honest, it's nothing to do with his companions. His companions have always really. I'm sorry about the ponds. Some of the stories with them, it's just irritated me. But Matt Smith himself, there's something about him.
It's the scripts. That
I just didn't like Ponds that much. Rory sometimes made me laugh. Amy sometimes I can understand the emotional side, but they just went over with it.
Yeah.
With Matt Smith, that was the only disappointing thing. It was Doctor Who and the Ponds. They might as well called it, the Ponds, because 50% of the show was just about them.
Yeah, I think that was their big mistake coming into Series 7, was dragging the Ponds back in just so they could give them a dramatic exit. I think they should have just left them where they were at the end of the God Complex, called it a day, and then introduced Claire at the beginning of the season, so maybe we would have gotten a lot more development with her.
Exactly, and Sign of the Daleks, even though it was a terrible script, was even more ruined by the Ponds' stupid story, which we all hate. That stupid divorce thing. Ugh. Don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, the whole divorce storyline. Oh god,
it's
what a
terrible.
rubbish.
It was cringy. I was watching it with my godson. He's only a kid, and he was like, "Why don't we see Daleks? Exactly, we want to see Daleks. That's what the story's about."
I know.
Exactly. But my opinion with Matt Smith is he proved to me that he's a good actor, a really good actor, at such a young age. Because I was going, another young one, really?
I was so angry, especially when I found out his age.
And then when I found out that Wendy Padbury was going on about him, he's a great actor, blah, 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 because she was his agent, I believe, Wendy Padbury was, and she was going on about him and all that. I thought, all right, another former assistant,
Go on,
blowing wind. But I was so impressed. But I think he got
pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think he just got let down with bad scripts. But because I'll give you a prime example was the Sarah Jane Adventures. I could see his Doctor flourishing.
Oh,
in the Sarah Jane
yes.
Adventures.
Death of the Doctor, when he was talking to Joe. I could see so much Pertwee in him in those moments.
Yeah.
You know, he really brought that across.
It was really nice. It was really nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's the thing, you know. He did a hard task, you know, winning people over, but he did himself.
He did.
And he's got
Especially
some
after
gems
Matt
in there.
Smith.
He has got some gems in there. I mean, what's your favourite Matt Smith episode, everyone?
Oh,
There
goodness.
we go.
Oh,
Just
favorite
trip it
Matt
in.
Right,
Smith.
okay.
Now you're going to
Cold War.
trip me up, aren't you? Which
Cold
one?
War, interesting choice.
Cold War, yeah, that was
No,
a
it doesn't
very
really
good one.
matter. It doesn't really matter.
No, you know, it's the Ice Warriors. I can understand that one.
Right, my,
A good man goes to
I-
war.
I'm in two minds, but I'm gonna have to go for the first episode.
Oh, yes. The 11th hour?
Sorry,
The 11th hour?
the 11th hour. I'm gonna have to go with that, and quickly followed by Hyde. I have to say it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was quite, you know, the only thing about Hyde what got me is the ending was a bit strange. It wasn't bad, it was just odd. I would have preferred an actual, you know, real full-on threat, you know, something more scarier, but, you know, it was back to scary Doctor Who again. I like that.
Yeah, I got to agree with DoctorWhoMan there, because normally when a new doctor comes in, it takes me usually a few episodes to warm up to him, you know, get into his rhythm and all that. But by the end of the 11th hour, Matt Smith had me glued to that television. And I was like, This guy is the Doctor. This guy's got it. You know, and
And then the next episode, we get...
Now, like I said, but the other one I really want to bring up, A Good Man Goes to War.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That was one of my top ones, because...
Especially the scene, you know, with Colonel Runaway.
That
was so powerful.
I want you to tell them to run away. I want children to go near the house of Colonel Runaway. And then he just gets really angry. I love that.
Oh, yeah, I love that scene.
Really gets your veins. And, you know, there's so many good parts of that story. What gets you pumped? You know, the very beginning scene with Cyberman. That was brilliant.
Look
What
at
is the Doctor's message? Boom, everything hits the
I know.
Oh, God. I love that. The only thing about that what ruined it was the Cybus logos. They could have got rid of them, but that was only one pick.
They did.
Did they? I think they looked like the original Cybermen.
No, the Cybus logo's been gone for a while. It's just
but that's been gone for a while. Yeah.
It's just that they looked like the original. They were the original Cybermen. They just kind of reminded me of them.
It was a budgetary thing. That's why they kept the Cybus Cyberman uniforms, but the Cybus logo disappeared a long time ago.
I see. It was a dark scene. I thought they were still there. I didn't really pay attention. But I did actually like that Cyberman. You know, one of the Cybermen. Well, it's not Cyberman episodes. You know, with the brain. I do like that Cyberman.
Yeah, the new cyber leaders. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. They should bring that back. They got rid of that again. They need to show the brain again. It reminds us of the classic. The only thing about that scene I didn't like, you know, the big guns. Why did they have those stupid big guns? Like those Torchwood ones.
Are we still talking about Peter Capaldi?
No, we're talking about our favourite Matt Smith story.
Story.
Another story. You see, a lot of people hate this story, and I'm going to get so much hate here. Doctor's wife. Y'all hate me now.
Awful. I totally agree with you, man. Totally agree with you.
I love the Doctor's wife.
I love the Doctor's wife, and y'all going to hate me for it.
Oh, you loved it.
All right.
You see, there are errors in it.
Now, guys, hold it.
No. You answer that one. What is my favorite one? And you and Mo both know it.
The Snowman?
Nope. What's the thing I
Hyde?
liked most?
Hyde. Oh, Strax. Oh, I know the one. What, the one with the sausage?
No.
Oh, Crimson Horror. Okay, not Crimson Horror.
What's my favorite subject? You and Mo both know this.
Oh, dinosaurs on a spaceship.
There we go. Okay, I should have known.
Well done. Oh, yeah, I should have realised that would be... Yeah, good
I
choice.
just finished
Good
watching
choice.
a dinosaur movie.
Yep. Which movie did you just watch?
So
Ages
that
of
is
dinosaurs.
so that's your favourite Matt Smith episode.
That's a
Yeah,
good
that-
choice. That was a good story.
I like how he was around the dinosaur in there. I thought it was kind of funny.
There were a lot of good scenes, especially when the Doctor showed his dark side.
I'm sorry, out of all the episodes, that was my favorite one.
Oh yeah, when he left Solomon to die, boy, was there an
I
uproar.
loved that.
It's,
You know, I thought, and you know, also the great thing about that, they showed the Doctor's dark side and they justified it because of what that man did. They really showed the evil of that man. He deserved to die.
yeah, I love the way that ended.
Especially when he killed that dinosaur. There you go. Oh, I love that dinosaur. Even though it's...
What about Cold War though? Because you had the Ice Warriors returning.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was good. The only, you see, that story was a 9 out of 10, or maybe 8 out of 10 for me, because of the, there's just a few things what nitpicked to me there, you know. I wanted more Ice Warrior action.
Yeah, it wasn't enough time. It should have been a two-parter.
Exactly, you know, it should have a 2-part. I want the cliffhanger to be that he's about to press the nuclear thing, and then the Ice Warriors arrive.
Yeah,
And it could have been, you know,
great. It'd
the
been
Ice
great.
Warrior story. They could have shown more Ice Warrior action, and also, was a bit of an error that he's supposed to be an Ice Lord. Well, he isn't. It's been clearly shown in the classic series that Ice Lords look different than those Ice Warriors.
well,
Yeah, but as a story, I believe it should have been
Yeah,
a
it
two-parter.
was a good story though. It was just rushed a bit. You can tell.
favorite scene though is when the Ice Warrior revealed his name to him and he just kind of froze.
Yeah.
It's like, oh great,
No.
I know this guy.
My favorite
I
thing was
recognise the name is quite similar to a lot of the other Ice Lords we've heard before.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Jack, what was you going to say?
my favorite scene was when he was getting out the blowtorch and you know you just have that hand coming out of the ice.
Yeah,
But
because you knew it was coming and your heart still comes out of your
no,
body.
but no, it was. I think it's his best one because it was like a base under siege story. You had it in Antarctica during the Cold War,
Yeah.
in a submarine. You know, it was like miles underwater. It's like they were, you know, the whole cabin at the start.
Plus the fact they threw in there the Hads, which is something we hadn't seen in action since the
The
Crotons.
Smith.
But what they should have done is really, you know, the Rings of Ahel, that shouldn't have been there at all, because you can tell they had so many good things in this story. You know, the Cold War aspects. I like historical things like that, really interesting. They would have got rid of Rings of Ahel and made this a 2-part. We could have had the first part story about the Cold War, you know, it's all, you know, all that historical thing, and there's this thing that's killing people, something like that, yeah. This warrior, but we don't really see him. Then the next episode's a bit more about the Ice Warrior. They could have done that. Things like this. See, I'm a really good writer. Why am I not writing for Doctor Who?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
get to
because
work
my
on that.
hair looks good. I remember now.
Yeah, he can mail the scripts in.
Well,
Exactly.
at least you got it. What was I going to say? Okay, can I pitch this to you, Dr. Freedom? Is that all right? I pitch a rather big question.
Okay.
If that's all right. What enemy or monster would you like to see Peter, the new one, be up against?
Okay.
Old or new?
Oh, wow, there's been so many good ones. Like I said, the one race I've always wanted to see reappear, but I know it's probably not going to happen, are the Osirans. Someone on the power level of Sutekh from the Pyramids of Mars. Because I love the way that episode went down, because here you have the Doctor, he's against an enemy that has not only superior mental powers, and he had to trick his way through it. Otherwise, this guy could wipe the floor with him. Now that I'd like to see again. The Doctor come up a truly superior foe.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. James.
Oh, okay. So you want me to a villain, yeah?
A villain
I'm
or
going to turn a
monster?
nail on the head. I want the Doctor to be the villain.
How do you mean?
So, I want a story, the whole story, yeah? That something's happened to him, yeah? For example, maybe after the 50th anniversary, and he's gone insane. He's going mad. He's getting bad. He's doing bad things. Not bad things, but I want it to be the villain, and it'll just be really interesting to see how it'd work out. I know that's a really strange choice. Or just the Valeyard. Either that or the Valeyard. There you go.
Okay, no, you don't want any monsters to be brought back from the past, or
Well, the Valiant would count, wouldn't it?
No, yeah, I know. Any other?
Oh, well, monsters. Oh, you got. I'm sorry for cheating there. I cheated in that one. Okay, monsters
No, it's
terms. Oh, well, there's so many things to choose. I would like the Sensorites.
Oh, great.
Well, there's a good one, yeah.
Go back to the planet of the Sensorites, see what's happened.
Right. Do you know what mine is? And it's going to be quite controversial. Right?
It's not just quarks, is it?
As long as it ain't the more villains.
The quarks. And everybody's going to go, DoctorWhoMan, you've gone nuts. But I would love them to do something with the Yeti. Again.
Oh, no, that's not bad. Why did I think of that? Good choice, but the problem we have there is they already have ruined that with the Great Intelligence, haven't they?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would honestly like to see something new with the Yeti.
Yeah,
With the
no
Yeti.
more Great Intelligence. Maybe the Yeti is controlled by another force, yeah? Easily could do that.
Yeah. Or,
Oh,
something
I
else.
want to see those Yeti stories so much.
Can't, Jack,
Oh.
who do you want to see back as a villain or a monster?
The Draconians.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I really wish we could have seen more of the Draconians. They recently had them in a Big Finish audio called Paper Cuts, and it was very, very intriguing.
Lady Gallifrey.
She's out of the room, hang on.
Oh, is it?
Gypsy's kiss.
No, the
Uh,
reason why that the Draconians is because it's because they're sort of like they're sort of like samurai in the way they act.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there.
Alright, she's back.
What
It's like
did I
their
do?
traditional warrior race, sort of like kind of like the Suntarns, except they're not totally into war. They're not really big, and they're not like brutes.
Yeah, okay.
Davros could come back as his own story. I've always asked for that as well.
Yeah, but he's come back. He's come back. Although it'd be nice to come back again with a more full-fledged part sort of thing.
Yeah, the thing about it is we've already had that on audio, of his origins and stuff. So
Yeah,
I don't know how to make
but
it work.
not a lot of the new Whovians have listened to the audios and that.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. But Lady Gallifrey, I know you haven't seen a lot of the classic series, but is there a monster or a villain would you like to see come back with this new Doctor?
Yeah, actually there is. I'd like to see, what's that thing called? That green, neon green, slimy...
Oh, the Rutons.
Yeah,
That's
the
a good
Rutons
choice.
fight
Yeah.
against the Sultarians.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, the Rutons. Yeah, that is brilliant. That is... She hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
It's
Can't
about
really
time.
argue with that one.
yeah, we haven't seen them since Horror at Fang Rock.
I was
Yeah.
saying that the other night, wasn't I, guys? It's about time we have a full-on story about we want to see the root on Suntaran Ra.
But
We want to see it.
but you know what? In my opinion, and then again, it's only my opinion. I would like to see them sort of be redesigned a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
I think they'd look great if the guys got a hold of them for the 21st. Look at the job they did on the Zygons. They look even more fierce. I'd love to see them do that with the Rutons.
I
Yeah,
think
the Rutons-
I think the new Zygons look worse, to be honest.
Oh.
Well, can't the Rutons, change?
Yeah, they shapeshift. That's right.
Oh
Exactly.
yes.
There's no reason you can't have them in. We could have another Rutan story, even if we don't have them battling the Suntarans, which we all want. We all want to see that.
They can have the Doctor help the Sultarians beat them.
I would,
Hear
you know
that,
what I'd love
Moffat?
actually, and I think Lady Gallifrey would like this. The Doctor is on an adventure with Strax, or he's on the Earth and with Strax, and then the Rutans arrive. And Strax, because he's a Suntaran, will react to the Rutans, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
really
yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
to see how Strax's character would change with that.
Yeah, Moffat, you listen to this crap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The post office boy speaks truth.
That's yeah.
The new script will be written.
By
Yeah.
the post
I would
office
I'll
boy.
write-
Okay.
I'll mail it in. No. Oh, okay. So we've talked about the new Doctor. We've talked about Matt Smith, leaving and some of his best adventures. We've also talked about what villain we want to see return for the new the new Doctor as he takes over. Anything else we want to cover?
I just hope they leave the TARDIS alone.
What about the
Yeah, the
costume?
TARDIS is brilliant right now. The TARDIS, they've got it right.
Yeah.
Is that the costume? I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to see cloaks again.
I think the bow tie is history.
I hope so, because that's getting kind of boring.
Yeah, but and please leave the Daleks as they are.
RTD.
Don't yeah.
So are they RTD now? Because like, where are the I don't know what they're doing with it now. Yeah, because the reason why I'm saying that is because in the Doctor Who live show, they weren't very keen to show off the these new Daleks, were they? They had an RTD era Dalek staying there.
Because
I think you started to accept those things are a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
So you think they've changed them then?
Well, you can't really consider that in the 50th anniversary because they will have a showing, and that's the Time War, isn't it? But I think I think you've got to realise, Moffat, the things are terrible. It was an awful idea, awful design.
Yeah, the Teletubby
Very few
Daleks.
things about the new design which I don't like. I mean,
Yes,
have one of them as a
Gatiss.
spring.
Yes, Mark Gatiss, it was rubbish.
No, but
You can't blame everything for Stephen Moffat, but
Yeah,
carry
I
on,
know.
Jack.
I
What
like
was you going to say?
no. Could you imagine for the new Doctor, he comes in, it's like cravats are cool.
Oh yeah. He looked good in a cravat, I reckon.
Yeah, he would, but
I think he'd look good with a waistcoat and like John Pertwee's cloak or something like that and a cravat.
Either John Pertwee's outfit or definitely the more grandfather type of figure. Although then again, I couldn't see it. I wouldn't put it past him being a patch out type of Doctor. You know.
Oh, not again.
Be interesting. But it's been done a bit, The last Doctor's been kind of copying that a bit.
I reckon it'd be more like Pertwee.
I think he should
Pertwee
change
on
it up and be
first.
his own.
Say that again?
I think
Ready
he
now?
should change it up and be his own.
Yeah.
How about this? Pertwee's outfit, but William Hartnell's, character.
oh, his indifference.
Hmm.
That's the way I look at Hartnell. He was just indifferent. It's like, why should I care about these people?
Exactly. I want it to be like that, in the beginning, kind of progress them.
No, but you know the way you see a lot of like people going around now wearing pink button-up shirts. Could you imagine him wearing a pink button-up shirt?
No, thanks.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Colin Baker, divulged into the multicolourness and... Oof.
I don't think they're going to go for any more outlandish outfits, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think that ended with John Nathan.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
But,
love him. I'd love him in another like dark outfit, like almost Eccleston, but a little bit more formal.
definitely.
Maybe.
More just like a suit, maybe.
Yeah.
Like regular, where you wear to go to work.
Yeah.
And Britain, I just don't know.
But you know what? The leather jacket, I quite like the Christopher Eccleston leather jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I loved it. It was very battle-worn, time-war type of material.
Yeah, he looked like a taxi driver.
Do you know what's really a shame? I wish that man would have stayed on longer. I so wish he would have. But
Yes, but
you
it's
can't hold it
beneath me,
against
man.
him.
It's beneath me. I'm an actor, innit? I'm an actor.
Yeah, you can't put it against the man. The guy was a class actor, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he did the role to pretty much, bring Doctor Who to where it is,
Oh,
get it
yeah,
in
yeah.
limelight. But if we had a few more series out of them guys, come on, you've got to be honest, we would have had some really good Doctor Who.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest...
Nothing
with you,
against David Tennant, he's brilliant, but I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
would have been great.
Yeah, I think we'll all hate to see Matt go, but at the same time, he's a young guy. He's seeing all his friends go off and make mega money across the pond. He's a young man. He wants to, he wants
Must be
to
thinking, I've done this at the wrong time.
Yeah, he wants to stretch his legs a bit. He wants to get out there, and he doesn't want to just be pigeonholed into one role. So
Yeah, but you got to think about it, man. He's doing the Thor movie. I know what I'll be doing.
you see, look at
Which
Eccleston.
roles he got in the Thor movie?
Hey, sorry?
What roles he got in that?
Eccleston's playing Malekith the Accursed in Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to watch that movie.
If you look
When's it
around out there,
yeah.
if you look around out there, there's some pictures of him as Malekith out there.
Okay.
And G.I. Joe. Well, we shouldn't mention that.
Oh yeah, but you see, at least he's getting a variety of roles still.
Yeah.
Well, he should be class actor.
It was
Yeah.
good in Heroes.
Yeah. So.
And she can't fault me in 28 Days Later. Oh, that's so brilliant.
Brilliant.
Oh
Absolutely brilliant. That was... Because when I watched 28 Days Later, I wasn't exactly old yet.
Yeah.
And it's a zombie film, and there was only one scene, because my grandma, even though she's very scared, there's the gouging eye, you know which scene I'm on about here, guys? She
Yeah,
couldn't
I know.
watch that scene. And I don't blame her for that. But apart from that scene, I could pretty much watch it, yeah. Because, you know, she's explaining to me it's all fake, the gore and everything. But Christopher Eccleston genuinely scared me, the way he acted. You know, with all this... Oh.
Yeah, because he started as a normal, like, concerned soldier, really, but, you know...
But you could tell the dark side of, you know, he was using this to be so evil.
Yeah, just to breed for his men, you know. But, you know.
Just to use, it was just, they were using this just to be evil. And, this breeding program, and, you know, as soon as I realised what this breeding, brilliant. So when's the Thor Dark World coming out? I'm trying to find out. Release date.
I know it should be coming later this year, isn't it, Brian?
Okay.
Oh, Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to go check what the release date is, but...
I'm looking right now for the Dark World. Okay, so in UK we get the 30th of October. United States... United States you get November. 8th of November.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why would you get later than us?
Sometimes they do that. As I said,
Sometimes they do. But it wasn't like, you know, about a year before in the old days. You remember that? Oh my God, it used to be a year before us.
Yeah.
But, well, there we go.
Well, some movies are like that. Yeah, it's not a big difference. Like, you got... Yeah, we're the first, UK, we're the first with Ireland, France and Belgium. Then the rest of Europe a bit later. Then, you know, Eastern... But the latest is, they're getting it really later, like Brazil and stuff, and Italy, they're getting it like...
Do you know, I just had a thought, sorry about that, because we're going off topic here. I just had a thought. But do you think, I know it sounds stupid, right? But do you think he's going to keep his natural hair colour a bit greyer, or is it going to be dyed, or it might be even greyer?
That's a good question. You know, will he stick with the more mature look, or will he dye his hair a bit, to try to look a bit younger? That's a good question.
I think that he should dye his hair white like John Pertwee.
Yeah.
I think he should leave it the
that'll
way
be
it
different.
is.
Sorry, Lady Gallifrey?
I said I think he should leave it the way it is.
Yeah, so do I.
I did like his hair like that.
It does look good the way it is now, so... Well...
Yeah.
Well, you know, maybe he'll dye it ginger, we'll never know. Really interesting.
Well, okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Anything else you think we missed?
Not really much, I can't think of anything.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a great Doctor.
I think so, too. I think he's really going to take it to a whole new level.
Right age, he's an older man, and he's the right age to do it, like William Hartnell and Sean Pertwee and all that.
And what's more important, an experienced actor again. We've learned from Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah. What do you think, James?
I think he's absolutely brilliant. I think it's the right choice. Really excited. You know, however, you could spin it on the net, we're getting our hopes up, so, he better, you know, be our hopes, because we're all getting our hopes up for this guy, which has not really happened for a while. You know, with Matt Smith, a lot of us were nervous. It's a bit different, isn't it? Very different.
Yeah, but it makes a nice change, though, isn't it?
It does.
Oh, definitely.
Like I said, it's just the fact that, you know, they've gone in such a direction, that, we've gone, from Eccleston to Tennant to even younger Smith, and now we're going to have a more experienced guy in here. It's almost reminiscent of the old days, with such, an older, more mature, more experienced actor in there. I'm really looking forward to seeing what direction they go with him.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this one to a close. Thanks, guys, for sitting in on this, and we'll catch you all later in the future, folks.
Well, thank you. Thank you personally for letting us do this on such a short notice, Dr. Freedom.
Oh, glad to do it. Anything you want to add on, James? Here we go.
Yeah, thank you again, guys. Really a bit of fun.
Okay, Jack?
Well, yeah, I think Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor. I think he's going to be good. You know, an older man like John Pertwee and William Hartnell. So, you know, I'm just looking forward to Series 8 and the Christmas special.
Same here.
Dr. Freedom, you forgot about Lady Gallifrey. What's she hope for?
On the
new
50th.
Doctor?
All right, what do you hope for about Peter Capaldi taking over? I mean,
I think he's gonna do great as long as Moffat and his team write the right stories and stuff for him, and do the best job they possibly can instead of screwing around. He'll be a damn good doctor.
all right, straight from there. All right, okay. So once again, thanks for having this little impromptu session about Peter Capaldi, Matt Smith exiting, and what we hope to see in the future. And just want to say to the audience, I hope you enjoyed this. So let's end it right here. Everyone have a good evening.